At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient, from infants to seniors. Our total care model means our doctors, nurses, and professional staff are specially trained to help you make the best decisions for your health. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. When you choose Healthcare Partners, you are choosing the personalized, quality healthcare you deserve. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
Pahrump Nugget, Progressive Cash Drawings, Mystery Point Multipliers, Mystery Gift Days, Extra Cash for 4 of a kinds, Bingo, Bowling, Football, and Food Specials. Looking for constant action? Look no further. Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners. News is brought to you in part by One Nevada Credit Union, where right now you can refinance your auto loan with rates as low as 2.98% and no payments for 90 days for qualified members. Call us today for details. News 46 is also brought to you by the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump. When it comes to sensitive matters like bankruptcy, take a breath of fresh air by calling an experienced and compassionate attorney at the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump, 775-727-4747. News is also brought to you by Pahrump Dermatology and Skin Cancer. When you need the best dermatology care in Pahrump, call Pahrump Dermatology and Skin Cancer, 775-727-9800.
Tonight on News 46, the annual Bluegrass Festival is changing locations. The longtime manager of T-Town says goodbye, and Affordable Silk Screening opens its doors. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rick Vale and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, April 4th, 2012. I'm Rick Vale for News 46. Congresswoman Shelley Berkeley came to town this afternoon to tour the Veterans Memorial at the Chief Tacoma Cemetery on East Street.
I'm absolutely delighted to be here. I'm very pleased that I could thank Reggie and Jose and the entire board for helping to set this up. We are on a tour right now. It's starting in Vegas and Pahrump, in Reno, in Laughlin, in Elko, so we could highlight veterans' issues and make sure that this nation fully appreciates that not only do we owe our veterans a great debt of gratitude for what they have done for this state and this nation and the world, but that we have to fulfill our obligations to our veterans when they come home after their service. Now, we pay a lot of lip service, and a lot of people in Washington are, praise the veterans, but we have to do a little bit more than praising and a little bit more than saluting and clapping our hands when they walk by. And I have been working with my veterans since I became a congresswoman. And early on, when I first started running for office, and this is back about 15 years ago, the veterans community adopted me, and they started educating me on what were the challenges the veterans were facing and what were their needs. And it didn't matter if they were World War II vets or Korean War vets, Vietnam vets, Desert Storm vets, or veterans coming back now from Iraq and Afghanistan. So many of the challenges that our veterans face are universal. They all feel it, and they all need the help that this nation, this grateful nation, ought to be providing. So there's a couple of areas that are important. And again, it's a matter of priorities for our nation. What's important? Our veterans are important to us, and we need to demonstrate that. When it comes to education, I was so proud to be a original co-sponsor of the 21st Century GI Bill. What does that do? It provides educational opportunities for our veterans that choose to go to college or community college. It After World War II, 8 million of our returning GIs went to college on the GI Bill, the Montgomery GI Bill. This is an updated version, and it's going to be providing the same access to our universities and our community colleges that the original GI Bill did. I've also been a supporter of putting our resources into job training. So many of our veterans develop extraordinary skills in service to this nation, and when they come back, we don't utilize those skills that would be so helpful to us in their civilian life. So if we provide the job training, we can integrate what they have learned and what they have done for our nation overseas and bring it back and be able to harness that knowledge and that talent when they re-enter civilian life.
Well, if you would like to view the entire Shelley Berkeley press conference, go to KPVM's YouTube page or visit KPVM's Facebook page. The manager of Terriblestown and Terrible's Lakeside has decided to stay with Affinity Gaming after Golden Gaming acquired the two casinos. Pat Michaels will be moving to Las Vegas to continue work with the company. He is also a race car driver and will continue to come out for the races on the weekend. We caught up with him in the parking lot of Terriblestown, where Pahrump Valley Speedway was holding a meet and greet with their drivers.
Here in the Terriblestown parking lot at Highway 160 and 372, Pahrump Valley Speedway had their meet and greet the drivers here. We're going to speak to one of the drivers who you may know from T-Town.
I've decided to move to Las Vegas, and I'll be working with Affinity Gaming, continuing on with them, continue on my 11 years, but still be in contact with Jeremy and Jeff and make sure that everything here in Pahrump goes smoothly, because we put a lot into it, and this community is very important to me still.
And I know that we're here at an event for Pahrump Valley Speedway, and with a bunch of race cars right here in the T-Town parking lot. What do you have to do with racing? I know we've talked before a little bit, but what's going on?
I actually race a super stock, and this is my second season. I started halfway through the season last year, and we race just about every other Saturday. There's about 6 classes, and we're raced tomorrow at 1 o'clock. It's right up Basin. And right by the DMV, you make a left, and the races are exciting. We have, like I said, 6 classes. Please come out and enjoy the racing activities. It's a ton of fun. We got a lot of nice cars with a lot of horsepower.
So you're going to be saying your final goodbyes to everybody here as far as T-Town is concerned, because Golden Gaming has taken over and you're staying with Affinity, but you're going to be part of our community and, of course, racing.
I am. I'll be up here every other weekend racing at Pahrump Valley Speedway, and we'll be living here through the summer and then moving to Vegas, but I'll still be a part of the community at least twice a month, so racing.
What's your car? So everybody can keep an eye out for you on the Speedway.
I drive the Extreme Motorsports 917 Super Stock, run about 550 horsepower, and it's Team Michael Motorsports.
How's it handling for you?
It's handling fantastic. Dusty Parks from Extreme Motorsports does a great job prepping the car, building the car, and I'm going for the win tomorrow.
For more information on Pahrump Valley Speedway, go to PahrumpValleySpeedway.com. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Well, their family is very involved in our community. Their dad works for Search and Rescue, and both parents founded Symphony Animal Foundation. We spoke to Michael Harper and his sister at the opening of his business, Affordable Silk Screening, on Game Bird and Pahrump Valley Boulevard.
Yes, I did. Today's our grand opening.
Right next to Symphony's, that's Lorraine Russo Harper's your mother. Kevin Harper's your father, and you guys are brother and sister.
Yep, we are. We try to get the family operations going to where it can benefit everybody.
So Mom and you both had, she had a leash cutting today, but you kind of have a grand opening, so you can have a ribbon cutting soon?
You know what, I'm not too sure yet. I've been busy helping out with both Symphony's and my own business here, so haven't worked out the details on that yet, but yeah, we'll probably do something special.
But it is a grand opening.
Absolutely, yeah, we're open for business now. So.
And Genevicia, you're working there too?
I do whatever I can. I live in Vegas, so I'm here pretty much part-time, help out.
Tell me about the business, silk screening and embroidery.
Basically, we just do anything custom that you'd like. If you don't have artwork, we can put something together for you. Whether it's a sports team or your own, business, you need some clothing for that. Also, I have my own clothing line as well. For people that like to ride and people that are enthusiasts about car shows, stuff like that. That's called Throttle Thirst. And yeah, just we do custom stuff here, embroidery, silk screening, also do stickers, banners, whatever you need, we can do it.
Oh, really? So if people want to order a banner for their business, you can do that as well?
Absolutely, yeah, we can do everything here.
Custom-made T-shirts?
Everything, yep.
And your own line of, is it clothing?
Yeah, I usually go out to sand dunes, car shows, bike shows, stuff like that. You know, I have a passion for that kind of stuff, so yeah, it's something nice to be involved and be able to put out some cool clothing, and there's nothing like seeing a bunch of people wear your clothing out there, you know, so.
So tell me how it works. People come into your shop and they have an idea of what they would want, or you help them design it?
Either or, you know, if they've already got it set and what they want, they can come in and show me, and we can throw ideas back and forth to fine-tune the idea. Or if they say, hey, I've got a dream or an idea, maybe you can put it together, not a problem. We do graphic design here and printing, so there's nothing we can't do.
Wonderful. So the embroidery part?
Embroidery, same thing. You bring it in, you got an idea, we'll get it done for you. We use high-quality machines, so it's all about the quality, you know. I don't like to cut corners on anything, so.
And we're here at the corner of Game Bird and Front Valley Boulevard. What are the hours of operation?
Right now we're open Friday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., but also you can call. The phone number is 702-287-0591. If you want to set up an appointment, if you got a special need or whatnot, and I'm not here, we can put something together and get together for you.
And is there a website, or do you have a website for even your personal stuff?
Working on the website. It's hard to find a good web guy.
So if you know of anybody, hook our site up, please.
There's been some challenges there. I'm not a web guy myself, but it might be something I have to take upon myself to figure out. But the website will be up shortly here. And internet-based business is huge. So.
There you go. And so do we talk about the hours of operation?
Yeah, hours of operation Friday through Sunday, 10 to 5.
And folks, don't go anywhere. We're going to have much more local news coming up for you right after this break. Please keep it here.
News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain.
Welcome back to News 46. Dan Shinhoffen is holding the annual Acoustic Grass Music Festival. He has lined up lots of performers who will be playing music for this 3-day event that has now changed locations.
This is the 5th annual Acoustic Grass Music Festival, and this year it's going to be at the Calvet around the Duck Pond, May 11th, 12th, and 13th.
This is fantastic. I know we were doing it at the VFW before, and so tell me why we decided to change.
Well, VFW is still the sponsor. It's still for the vets that I'm doing this, and but we have the new duck pond up and a new fountain, and I thought it would be nice in May if it gets warm. We have the shade trees and the grass, and it's a nice area here. So we talked with the Commander Tom Vick over at the VFW, and we decided we'd have it here.
Is this a different time of year than we've had it before?
Yes, first one was in March. That was really cold, so we put it in April, and we had trouble. Always the weather, you never know when you plan a year out. The week before last year in April was a beautiful week, and then the following week, just like now, today's cold, and 3 days ago was 85. Yeah. So May, we hope for a little warmer weather, and if we do have wind, we'll have the trees to break it here, and we won't have the dust.
Exactly. And how many bands, who do we have lined up?
Boy, we have a couple of local groups going to be coming out, and we have Stuck in Reverse from Vegas. We have Out of the Desert. They're going to be playing Sunday from 1 to 3. You really want to come out for these guys. They play not just old-time bluegrass. They play some contemporary, and they play like Lou Reed's Walk on the Wild Side, but with a bluegrass feel to it. We have Aspen Ridge out of Las Vegas. We're going to have a lot of bands. It's going to be Friday is going to be folk, country, and blues, and Saturday's all bluegrass. Sunday is a mix of everything.
Are you going to be performing as well?
Yeah, I'll play too.
There you go.
So,
is it free?
Yes, it's going to be free. We have food vendors. We'll have other vendors. We're looking for vendors now, so if you want to call me at 775-537-2562, 775-537-2562. After 10 in the morning, please. My wife works late. But call me, and we'll set up you for vendors. I know there's a lot of people running for office. Come on out. We'll have all of that.
Well, the whole area right here is going to just be full of different music and food and fun that whole entire weekend. Tell once again the date and time.
All right. It's May 11th, 12th, and 13th. We'll start about 1 o'clock on Friday, go till about 7 at night. Saturday from 10 to 7, and Sunday from 10 to about 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
And now here's Kay with your Jackson Hewitt Tax Tip of the Week.
Tax Tip of the Week is brought to you by Jackson Hewitt Tax Services.
Good evening, it's Kay with this week's Jackson Hewitt Tax Tip. Today we're going to talk a little bit about your deductions. We're going to start with your medical deductions. Remember, medical could sometimes be a hard thing for you to take. The first 7.5% of your adjusted gross income does not count towards your medical expenses. Also, if you have health insurance through your company, if it's taken out before taxes are taken out, your health insurance then is not deductible. It's only your out-of-pocket expenses. So remember, medical expenses can sometimes be hard to take, and they can be a little bit difficult to figure out. You do get to take your prescriptions, your out-of-pocket doctor, lab, x-ray expenses. You get to take your mileage to any medically related place, your dentist, your eye doctor. So those things do count. If you're on Social Security, you can deduct your Medicare. Just remember, the first 7.5% of your adjusted gross income does not count. But there is a worksheet you can use, or your tax professional can help you with that. So thank you for listening. This is Kay with this week's Jackson Hewitt Tax Tip.
Tax Tip of the Week is brought to you by Jackson Hewitt Tax Services.
76-year-old rock and roll legend Jerry Lee Lewis has been married for the 7th time, and once again his marriage has caused some controversy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the singer, who is known for classics like Great Balls of Fire and a whole lot of shaking going on, nearly destroyed his career when it was discovered that his third marriage in 1958 was to a 13-year-old and he was 22. That wasn't the only issue people took either. It was also the fact that that 13-year-old was his first cousin once removed. This time the singer decided to keep his 7th marriage somewhat within the family as well. His new wife is the ex-wife of his cousin, who was in turn the brother of the 13-year-old he married when he was 22 years old. Judith Brown has been the singer's caregiver for quite some time now and is 14 years younger than Lewis. Bond, James Bond, has received a new assignment to participate in the opening ceremonies for the 2012 Olympics that are to be held in London this year. Daniel Craig, the 6th actor to play James Bond, has been filming scenes at Buckingham Palace, and the clip is reportedly supposed to end with Craig as James Bond parachuting into London's Olympic Stadium. The film is being directed by Academy Award winner Danny Boyle. The shoot as of now is being codenamed The Arrival, and the rest of it is being kept under wraps as well. Cell phones and personal cameras have been banned on the set inside of Buckingham Palace, and the Queen herself won't even comment on what's going on. The video will be shown on July 27th as part of the Olympics opening ceremony, which coincides not only with the Queen's Diamond Jubilee, but the 50th anniversary of the James Bond film franchise. The winner of last year's American Idol, Scotty McCreery, has seen an enormous amount of success since he won the reality singing competition. He is now a platinum-selling country recording artist and just won the Best New Artist Award at the Academy of Country Music Awards. But the 18-year-old star still wants to tackle something else: college. McCreery announced that he will be attending North Carolina State, where his father attended, for 2 years and then hopes to transfer to Nashville. Scotty will graduate high school in June of this year, but for right now, he is touring with fellow country singer Brad Paisley as his opening act. I'm Zach Fuentes, and that was your entertainment this week.
Thank you very much, Zach. Carnifex is a band from San Diego who formed in 2005. So far, they've released 4 studio albums. Deanna O'Donnell spoke to some of the band members at Extreme Thing.
You guys aren't going to be touring here in the United States, you're going to be going overseas.
We're going to South America for the first time in August with August Burns Red.
What's that tour called?
South America, something or other.
I have no
don't know.
idea, actually.
So when is that going to happen?
In August.
Yeah, the second week in August, I think, we fly out. We're also doing some Euro festivals in July. You know, we're doing With Full Force again and Extreme Fest. About 3 dates on that, so we'll be out there for about 3 weeks.
So tell me about some of your releases.
Our records?
We have 4. First one came out in 2007. It's called Dead in My Arms. Well, there's this song called Dead in My Eyes and Dead in My Arms, so I forget which one's the record. And then in 2008, we had Disease and the Poison, and then Hell Chose Me in 2009. It did, yeah.
Give me names and instruments that you play.
My name is Fred, and I play the bass.
I'm Sean. I play drums.
Corey, I play one of the guitars.
Did you guys have a current release, or are you guys looking to make an album right now?
We just released our latest record in October. It's called Until I Feel Nothing.
Yeah, it's out. You can get it online, mostly. You might be able to find it in a few stores, but
there's a record store. If you live in Arizona or Vegas, there's Zia Records. They sell it.
Yeah,
but
they absolutely sell it.
Yeah, most record stores. There's no record stores in my town anymore. I have to order stuff on Amazon or iTunes.
Where are you from?
San Diego, California.
The whole band, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
at least us 3.
Oh, I'm from Orange County, but I live in San Diego.
You guys play a lot down there?
No,
not as much as we'd like.
Yeah,
it's actually getting harder to play there since we started touring. It's weird.
Yeah.
For more on Extreme Thing, go to KPVM's YouTube site or visit our Facebook page. And folks, don't go anywhere. We're going to check in with Zach Fuentes after the break for a look at your 7-day forecast.
News 46 Weather is brought to you by Healthcare Partners Medical Group, with 5 locations in Pahrump. Local doctors and professional staff providing total care from infancy to seniors. News 46 Weather is also brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org.
And welcome back to News 46, everyone. It's Zach Fuentes here with your weather. Today we have mostly sunny skies and it was pretty windy out there. Our high got up to 79, almost in the 80s, maybe in the 80s in some areas actually. And our winds were coming out of the southwest at 12 and our gusts at 26 miles per hour. So it was very gusty out there, but it wasn't too cold and gusty, which is a combination most of us really don't like. Our pressure was at 29.88 and our UV index even went up to 8, very high. Our humidity was at 14% and our sunrise for today was 6:25 a.m. Our record was 94 degrees back in 1961. Tonight we're going to have mostly clear skies, our low 48, winds coming out of the southwest at 10, and our gusts at 24, so they aren't dying down too much for tonight. Humidity at 19% and our sunset at 7:09. Our record for tonight was 31 degrees back in 1945. Tomorrow, looks like we're going to have partly cloudy skies. Our high is going to go down a bit to 71 degrees, and our low is going to be at 39. Our winds coming out of the southwest at 9, and our gusts at 24. UV index is going to be at 8, very high, and our sunrise is looking to be at 6:23 a.m. Our humidity at 13%. And our 7-day forecast now, we're going to have some partly cloudy skies tomorrow. Friday's going to break it up for us. We're going to have sunny skies, but the rest of the 7-day we are going to have some clouds. And Wednesday we have a possible 30% chance of some rain. We're going to have a high of 73 for our highest high, and our lowest low looks like it's going to be 39 degrees. And before we do our worst weather, I have a little friend that's going to help me deliver that to you. Our worst weather was in, you guys going to give it to me? Diamond Head, Minnesota, where they had heavy thunderstorms. This is my special friend. Say hi. Say hi. This is Cooper Cox. He's a grandson of our very own Robin Christine. He's been visiting us here today at KPVM, and he might even be future weatherman. You think so, Cooper? Huh? Say bye. Say bye. Bye. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Zach and Cooper. Remember, Monday through Wednesday is buy one, get one free at Domino's Pizza. Be sure to mention KPVM News and call 751-3030. And the High Desert Chorale will present their spring concert tonight at 7 p.m. at the Pahrump Nugget Showroom. Admission is $5 per person or $3 with a canned food item for distribution to local families in need. Family admission, 3 or more, is $10 or $8 with canned food items. And the Amargosa Conservancy presents the last of their fall 2011 through spring 2012 outings. Please join them on Saturday, April 21st at 10 a.m. at the Amargosa Conservancy office in Shoshone. A basic geology primer of the basin with an emphasis on how the current landscape was formed and why our area looks the way it does. You will also learn about historic sites, stromatolites, and the local mining history. This outing is led by China Ranch owner Brian Brown, who will talk about the natural history and ecology as well as the colorful history of this unique area. For more information, call 760-852-4339. And folks, that's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Rick Vale, and from everyone up here on the hill at KPVM, we wish you a safe evening, and we'll see you here again tomorrow night. Until then, good night, Rob.